I feel like more than ever, people are feeling lost in life. They're feeling like they are just going through the motions. They have nothing they're really working towards, and just life doesn't have too much meaning for them. I know back in like high school, for example, I used to see so many people go through this exact problem. And this is even in high school. This is while people are still like young, before they're even adults. They're already kind of suffering from this because they don't really know what they want to do for their life. They don't really know what college they want to go to. So they're just like thinking, I gotta get through high school, but I don't really know what I'm gonna do after that. As a result, they end up feeling lost for many years because they just finish high school and then they think, well, I mean, what's the point anymore? Like, none of my friends are here anymore. I don't really have anything that I'm trying to do. I don't really know where I want to go to college, or if I want to go to college, or what career I want to go into. I've never been suffering that bad from it, but I see so many people who do, and it really hurts to see. Recently, I've been getting into the film Rocky a lot, and so that may be a little bit of a weird segue, but one thing I noticed about Rocky is that, first of all, it's just an extremely inspirational film. Like, you can't watch that and not think it's one of the most inspiring movies you've ever seen. Because it is. It's just so inspiring, to be honest. And so I was thinking to myself, why is it so inspiring? Like, there's like so many movies about people who overcome adversity. Like, basically every single movie you could think about is about somebody who overcomes some kind of challenge, who beats some kind of enemy. What makes Rocky in particular so special? I think probably the biggest thing is that he has some kind of goal that he's working towards. When you see Rocky training, you know that he's trying to win the fight and become the champion. That's the goal from the beginning of the movie and throughout the entire movie. There's no ambiguity about what the goal is. It's completely 100% crystal clear from every single moment of the film. So when they play the inspiring music, you know he's trying to fight to get this goal. He's not trying to fight for some random reason. He's not just doing it for himself. He's doing it because he wants to become the champion. He wants to prove his worth in front of the entire world and prove that everybody who believed in him was right in doing so. The point I'm trying to make with this is can be applied to anything in your life. People are struggling for this reason because they don't have some kind of concrete goal that they're working towards. And I'm not saying it has to be a job either. I'm not saying for these like high schoolers who graduate that they just need some kind of job they have to want to get. I'm not saying they have to just be a doctor and that should be their goal. It can be really anything. It could be, buying a car. It could be having a certain amount of money. It could be starting a family. It could be really anything, but it has to be something, is what I found. I've been reading this book, Psycho-Cybernetics. Actually, I just finished it. The author talks a lot about goal setting in that book. He says many times throughout the book that you need some kind of strong goal that you're working towards. And he said if you don't have a goal that you're working towards, it's just going to lead to failure. It's going to lead to insecurity. It's going to lead to depression because you're not going to be satisfied at all. He even puts it this way. This is a little bit... This probably isn't true, to be honest, in any respect, but it's kind of like an interesting thought. He says that he kind of believes that people who retire make themselves die too early. I know, it's kind of crazy to say, but what he means by that is that when you retire from a job, you don't really have a goal that you're working towards anymore. You don't have the goal of trying to make more money and trying to level up in your job. As a result, you just naturally become older and you age faster because you don't really have anything you're working towards. So like according to the author of the book, you probably could live many years longer if you just never retired. Probably not true from a scientific aspect, but it's kind of an interesting thought. Like do people resign themselves to retirement too early? Should people be working longer? Should people have a goal that they're working towards throughout their entire life? I know in another book I read, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen R. Covey talks about how you should, quote, live your life in crescendo. So don't accept that the rest of your life is going to be bad. Try to make every single day of your life a little bit better than the previous one. Try to constantly be leveling up again and again throughout your life. That's what Stephen R. Covey did. And when he died, he was still working on projects. I was crazy. I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere he was working on 9 different writing projects even at the point when he died. So it's just absolutely crazy. So for everybody watching, whether you're struggling with feeling lost or not, I just would recommend trying to find some kind of serious goal that you're working towards and try to really visualize it. Don't just have an ambiguous goal. Try to really visualize something that's impactful and worthwhile. Just like Rocky did with his big fight. Anyways, this has been Jimmy, signing off.